What is going on, competitive Pokemon Sun and Moon fans? Nips here, aka Sir Mancer, bringing you an Araquanid, showcase of why this Pokemon will and can be a phenomenal threat in the competitive scene. So let's start with the basics. Water bug typing. What does that mean? What does that get you? What does it do? Tell you right now. 3 weaknesses, only 3, not bad at all. Electric, Flying, and Rock. Yes, you do have a Stealth Rock weakness, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's the quarter of your health. You can get it back easily, but my moveset's down there. I'll explain that in a bit. But then, after having those 3 weaknesses, you have 5 key resistances to Water, Ice, Fighting, Ground, and Steel. 5 very common attacks or stab attacks you see, or just attacks in general you see in the competitive scene. So being resistant to Water, Ice, Fighting, Ground, and Steel, and being weak to Electric, Flying, and Rock, I figured, and looking at the base, at your base stats in general, being a physical wall will be a phenomenal option for Araquanid. Now, Araquanid, phenomenal mod. Mine is Impish. Impish nature. Why is that? Your attacking moves are better than your special attacking moves. So for example, you get Leech Life, Lunge, Liquidation, and Crunch. That's the moves that I have right now. That's not permanent. How are you EV trained? Boom, right there. Max HP, max defense. Now, this thing is not perfect IV'd. He has 30 IVs in HP, attack, defense, and special defense. Maybe a little bit less special defense, but regardless, I think it's good enough. I'm not gonna go super hard just yet with this thing. He should have 175 HP and 157 defense. Honestly, I think about it, missing that 1 HP point kind of does suck, because now rock damage is gonna do a little bit more to me with having 174 HP than having 105. But it's alright though. I should have 1 more point of HP in defense, and the attack should be somewhere a little bit higher, so it would be 91. It doesn't matter about attack that much, but I was just trying to say HP in defense will be 1 point higher when you have a perfect IV'd Araquanid. Now, why this moveset over here? Water Bubble ability, what does that do? You can't be burned, that's all. Lowers the power of fire type moves done to this Pokemon and prevents the Pokemon from getting a burn. So basically, being neutral to fire attacks, you now basically resist them. So like those Flare Blitz, those Flame Charges, if you get hit by a Flame Charge, Flame Wheel, I don't know, physical fire attacks will do less to you. Special fire attacks can do less to you as well. Those Flamethrowers, Overheats, Hidden Power Fires, whatever it may be, the extra Hidden Power Fire, but you get the point. Basically, Araquanid taking less damage from fire attacks. Now, Leech Life is obvious. Huge buff this gen. Base 120 with Stab for Araquanid. Drain the HP, you get half back. Boom. Self-explanatory. Then we get another new move this generation. Or not another move, not a new move, but a new move completely. And a great one at that. Another 120 base power move for Araquanid with that Stab bonus. The user makes a lunge at the target. Attack with full force. Lowers the target's attack stat. So, for example, you're in a situation where you could get 2-shotted. You're obviously going to go second. You're slow as crap. You go lunge, lower the opponent's attack. You're going to be 3-shotted now. Gives you that 1 extra turn. Or you're going to go down. Boom. Before I go down, let me lunge my opponent. Get that attack stat nice and lowered. So my next Pokemon that comes in can and will survive better and stand more of a chance against the Pokemon's attack I was lowered. Or force a switch, give me a free Nasty Plot, give me a free Swords Dance, give me a free whatever, Dragon Dance on the Pokemon that I just brought in, because Lunge allowed me to, with my opponent's attack stat being at -1 right now. Now, I know you get 2 bug moves on this, on Araquanid. Yes, they are Stab. I usually don't like running the same type move on a Pokemon. But being a physical wall, you can get away with it more often than you can't. It's not a big deal. It's just an OCD issue for me. Having Lunge and Leech Life on the same set. Nothing in the world. Great utility moves for this Pokemon. And it puts in the work, dude. It really does. Having Lunge on this bad boy is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Leech Life is very self-explanatory. It's fine having 2 bug moves. Liquidation. Another new move this generation. Basically, it's either this or Waterfall. And it depends what you want. Waterfall has 5 more base power. I think Waterfall is base 90. Don't quote me on that. I think it is base 90. It's got changed generation. Waterfall has base 90 power and a chance to flinch, as opposed to Liquidation having 85 base power and a chance to make your opponent's defenses get lowered. Now, is Waterfall better? I would say so, to be honest. I really would say so. 90% chance to, 90% chance. 90 base power and a percent chance to flinch. But the thing is, Araquanid, slow mon. Very slow mon. The chances of you getting that flinch off are slim to none. You're going to outspeed maybe a slower wall. You're going to outspeed maybe a very slow, bulky attacking mob. You're going to outspeed almost nothing. So the thing is, with liquidation, you get the chance to lower defense. So for example, you go second, you can't flinch them there, ready to use their attack, you go liquidation. Bada bing, bada boom. Defense drop. Now that mind games begin. Oh shoot, my defense is dropped, is what your opponent's thinking. Do I want to stay in and risk it, or risk dying to now leech life, and his HP is going to go back up. Now Lucia's going to do even more damage. I'm going to get some more HP back. Or do I actually have to switch out now and just say, hey man, cut my losses, get this Pokemon out of here. Basically, liquidation, I know I just said Waterfall might be better because of the 5 more power and stab, but that's really not a crazy trade-off for the chance to lower your opponent's defense. Lowering your opponent's defense is giving you more damage with leech life, which in turn gives you more recovery on top of your lefties, is freaking huge. Now you have an option to lower your opponent's attack stat and your opponent's defense stat, okay? Araquanid, very good mon, I'm telling you right now. These two attacks right here in tandem, phenomenal options, dude. Phenomenal options. Making your opponent play on his toes. If you get a defense, I'm telling you right now, if that defense drops, you will be in your opponent's head. You will force them to either switch out or they'll be like, you know what? I gotta go for the kill now. Maybe you live. Maybe you get leech life off, you kill them, get more HP back because the defense was dropped, and you're good to go. Now, last but not least, my Araquanid's last attack being Crunch. That's just there purely because of level up. It's not great because being bug type, you do already cover Psychic. Crunch does give you that coverage over Ghost Pokemon. Nothing really crazy there, to be honest. I'm thinking, in actual competitive games, this will either be Toxic, or if you're really feeling zesty, you don't want Toxic, you don't want Crunch, you can run a Z move on him. And put on, like, maybe the Z move for Poison Jab. I think, actually, I will put Poison Jab on him instead, as Poison Jab is a team in this game. Gives me that Fairy coverage, and gives me that Grass coverage, which I don't have. Well, I mean, which I do have in front of Leech Life. But it gives you a chance of Poison. I guess it can be covered for Fairies. Does Poison give me anything else? Poison allows me to hit... Having a brain fart right now. I don't think it allows me to hit anything else besides Grass and Fairies for big damage. Nothing I think of right off the bat. I might be having a bit for it. That's alright. You guys really care about that. But basically, either if you don't want Crunch, you don't want Toxic, you want more coverage, you go Poison Jab. You want a different Z move, a crazy Z move, you could run like Rest and get the Psychic Z move. You could run Reflect and make it even more bulky. You could run Return and get the normal Z move. You could run maybe a Hidden Power. I mean, not Hidden Power. You could run Ice Beam, get the Ice Z move. Because it's not going to be physical. I don't think you want to do that. Leech Life is infinitely superior to X's. You don't want X's at all anymore. And Waterfall. No, Waterfall actually is only 80 base power. Wow. So you know what? Liquidation, infinitely better. Forget everything I see. You guys probably comment and say it down below. Nips, Waterfall is only base 80. Boom. Well, Liquidation, even more reason to run Liquidation over Waterfall. In my opinion, that Liquidation is 10 times out of 10 better than Waterfall. Anything else crazy in this bad boy? Nothing really else, to be honest. You do have Y-Guard for VGC. If you want to run this guy in VGC, you have Y-Guard. Protect both Pokemon from attacks of that turn that hit both sides. For example, Earthquakes, Rock Slides, Eruption, Water Spout. Y-Guard can prevent that from going through at all in VGC if you want to run that VGC set. Otherwise, if it was a VGC, I would probably run Protect, Liquidation, Lunge, and Leech Life. Not saying this mon's probably not that good in VGC. I don't think he's a VGC mon in general. He does have Y-Guard, Protect, Y-Guard, Leech Life, Liquidation. And I don't know if it's going to go well, especially in a physical one VGC. But regardless, guys, you don't like Crunch or Toxic, you run Poison Jab. You want Toxic to cover those Pokemon that want to switch into you. Beautiful. Poison them, make their longevity shortened, and then, that's about it for Araquanid. I'm going to have a video later on today, guys. Later on today, I'm going to feature these guys in battle. Araquanid and 2 of the Mons that I have fully EV'd ready, and IV'd ready to go. I should say fully IV, but fully EV ready to go. Real quick, I just want to show you guys the IVs on him, and then that will be the end of this video. Like I said, he's not perfect. He's not perfect, but he does have, he's not horrendous. Look at that. Special defense should be a little bit higher. I don't care about special attack at all. I don't care about speed at all. He's already slow enough. HP, attack, and defense, I think, are all 30 IVs. We're literally one short on those. Ain't gonna make a break. Yes, my HP stat being one less, being an even number instead of odd. I will take more rock damage, but it's not the end of the world with that, having about 30 IVs instead of 31. It's really not, but, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, I'm Nips. Hope you enjoyed this little Araquanid showcase. This mon is going to be a great, phenomenal mon. And stay tuned. Later on, guys, I'll be doing battles with this thing on Battle Spot. See what we got going on. As always, I'm Nips, aka Sirmancer. And if you enjoyed this video, show us something to the like button. And make sure you subscribe as well, so you don't miss out on any competitive Pokemon Sun and Moon content. Have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you next time.